How to find the right IT candidates quickly and predictably. So if and how you can find these IT candidates is determined by the following factors. Number one, your ability to analyze a job requirement. Number two, your ability to ask right questions your hiring managers. Number three, your ability to identify 2 or 3 must-have competencies. Number four, your ability to use the right keywords to find candidates. Number five, your ability to pitch the opportunity to potential candidates. And number six, your ability to match IT candidates with IT opportunities. So if you'd like to earn more commissions and bonuses or become a senior IT recruiter, I can help you get there. I've been working in IT for 17 years by now. I have recruited for international clients in the United States, United Kingdom, European Union countries, UAE. I trained IT recruiters globally, and I can probably help you as well. So I'm introducing the International Tech Recruitment Program. It will be really great, especially if you'd like to analyze IT job requirements. Think of software engineers, data specialists, data analysts, architects, testing specialists, quality assurance specialists, test automation engineers, security specialists, IT managers, project managers, product owners, etc., etc. The list goes on, all about IT. Ask your hiring managers better questions to be like a professional. So if you'd like to ask these managers better questions so that you are perceived as the professional, someone who can analyze the job requirement, then this program will certainly help you. Also, if you'd like to quickly identify 2 to 3 must-have competencies, sometimes there is a long list of bullet points and it's really hard, but I'll show you exactly what matters so that you know what candidates you should focus on. And also how to search IT candidates on LinkedIn or GitHub or probably in your applicant tracking system using the right IT keywords and Boolean operators. And of course, I'll not teach you how to use and or not, these basic operators, but I'll teach you what exactly should you input between those Boolean operators. Number five, how to pitch the opportunity to candidates in a compelling way so that they get excited. And last, especially if you'd like to match IT candidates with IT opportunities so that both parties, candidates and your clients, your hiring managers, will enjoy working with you. So you will go through these steps as a part of the tech recruitment program. First, you will understand the basic IT terminology and IT acronyms. These keep repeating all the time. If you open up 100, 200 profiles, you will see that a lot of these acronyms, abbreviations, technical terms start repeating. Number two, you will learn about the standard IT roles. Sometimes it's really confusing because there are so many different roles and Java developer, backend developer, software engineer, but I'll walk you through these categories so that you start noticing patterns and you will be able to categorize these roles and also to understand what is specific for each of them. Number three, you will learn what tools, what languages, programming languages, software frameworks do these IT professionals use so that you will know how to find them based on the right keywords. I'm just looking at, for example, the mobile application developer who uses C# programming language and Xamarin framework. So this is someone who would develop cross-platform hybrid applications. And that's all you need to know in order to be able to find great hybrid .NET mobile app developers. Just know the keyword and then use it in your Boolean search. Number four, learn about the common personas. The developer psychology is really important. So you will learn what do they prefer and also what do they value most. And I've been working with IT professionals for about 15 years as a software developer, IT consultant, a tech lead, IT director, CTO. So I know a thing or two about these IT professionals. You will also understand the company pros and cons, some stereotypes, so that you can articulate the benefits from the candidate's standpoint. For example, you can pitch the opportunity to a candidate to join a startup based on what are the benefits if the candidate decides to join a startup versus what are the benefits if the candidate decides to join a corporation or an agency or a product-centric company. You will also understand how to analyze and interpret job requirements, which is super, super important. Like if you screw this up, then you can waste days or weeks looking for IT professionals and not find the right person. So that's why it is very important for you to be able to identify the must-have skills, identify the selling points, which you can determine mostly during the interview, the discovery meeting, or a call with the hiring manager. Also, you need to be able to come up with the right screening questions that will help you categorize candidates, and also the right sourcing keywords that you can use to find people on LinkedIn, GitHub, or elsewhere, which is the beginning of the Boolean operators. But as I mentioned, the Boolean is really simple, and or not some quotes, some parentheses, but it gets really, really complex, and you will see how we can find the right candidates with very, very powerful Boolean operators. You will also learn how to source with these keywords. As you can see here, we just look at the job requirement for a full stack Java React engineer. We look at what are the essential skills, what are the must-have skills. We look at programming languages, frameworks, and based on these, we are able then to come up with two different or more, of course, as you can see, more Boolean operators. One in the title and the second in keywords if you use LinkedIn Recruiter version. Actually, even in the free one, you can use it this way. You will also have access to detailed case studies. I'm recruiting for my international clients, so you will see how I do it, what I do, what kind of messages do I send. Like it is as hands-on as it can get, really. You will have access to real-world examples of me or my colleagues sourcing for specific positions, and you can just see how we do it, what exactly do we do, how we think about it, and it can get really complicated and complex, so we can simplify it for you. You will also learn some fresh sourcing strategies, especially if you work standalone as an individual recruiter, a freelancer, then you probably don't have anyone to compare your strategy with, and I can show you how I do it and also give you some feedback through the program because it's live sessions. You will also see some of the messages that I send to candidates, and I elaborate on why exactly I composed it this way. So you will understand how we think about candidates and the psychology behind it and the copywriting and everything. So you will be able to write much better messages. You will also learn how to sell the job in a compelling way. Not just the features, but also the benefits for the candidate. And I'm not talking about benefits such as meal vouchers, but benefits that you can articulate after, say based on the team or the size of the company or the product they develop. What are the benefits for the candidate? And this is an amazing exercise that we go through, and people are always very, very interested in elaborating a little further on this. So I mean recruiters. The developer psychology is something that we cover. I'll show you how to identify who is this opportunity a dream job for, how to pitch the vacancy to a candidate, because they are overwhelmed with opportunities. They have so many different vacancies, so many different jobs to choose from. So we need to make sure that we cut through the noise and our opportunity stands out, right? I will also share a lot of these popular mind maps, whether we are talking about programming languages or software frameworks or JavaScript development landscape or whatever. There is a mind map for it. I'm talking about Boolean operators. I'm talking about job requirements. So like there's a mind map for everything. As you can see, there is even a booklet with mind maps. I have developed worksheets for our clients and for my colleagues, so you will get access to our best worksheets, the most recent version that also my colleagues use when they go through the initial onboarding. You will also have a chance to join practice sessions and role plays so that you can practice what you have learned. You will have access to courseware that covers the whole IT recruitment workflow, starting with the onboarding, meeting with the hiring manager or the discovery call, sourcing, screening, qualification, up to the submission to the hiring manager. So the program is live. We meet in person. I mean, not in person, but I mean in person on Zoom. So the group of 20 recruiters usually consists of people from the United States, from Canada, from the UK, Europe, Singapore, Philippines. So it's usually a very diverse group of IT recruitment professionals. We have these live sessions usually at 4 p.m. Central European time because it's the sweet spot so that recruiters in the United States can join in their morning, and if you are in Asia you can still join because it would be around 9-10 p.m. your time. So we had people joining from Singapore at midnight, so it's very inspiring for everyone to see how driven some recruiters are. We will go through different parts of the program, so it's separated into 4 parts: modern recruitment strategies, IT roles, job requirements, and candidate screening and sourcing. So you will also get access to the slide deck, of course the worksheet as I mentioned, the video replays. In case you miss a session or two, you can watch a replay. You will have access to additional videos just because we cannot cover everything. Like, I would love to spend more time with you, but days are, they only have 24 hours. So we need to draw the line somewhere, and then you can watch the rest of the content inside the members area. We also organize live Q&A sessions where you can ask me anything about IT or IT recruitment, and I will just respond. So this is very, very hands-on, and this is a great way how to get also feedback from others who are who take part of the program, and they may have different experience, so they can also chip in with their ideas and insights. You would also get access to the certification exam at the end, and if you pass, then you would also get a certificate that you can hang on the wall like this. So, and there are some questions from Stephanie that I wanted to share really quick with you, because she asked really good questions. And I mean, like, how come I haven't thought about this? How come I haven't already answered these questions before? And she asked, what makes your course better than other tech recruiting courses? So the thing is that I have 17 years of experience in IT and IT recruitment. And it's not that often that people from IT transition to IT recruitment, right? So I did the software development, IT consulting. I started a company and I grew the company from 0 to 95 people, which means that I have been recruiting these people, hiring them. I built my IT teams. So I've been working closely with IT professionals. Second, I have 3 years experience consulting for international staffing agencies. I've been consulting for Manpower, Expertise, Accenture. I was training their IT recruiters, which is priceless experience. I was recruiting for international clients. We have clients from United States, from European countries, from the UK, from Dubai, from Thailand. So since 2018, I was also building up this team of our recruitment associates. Number 4, I run this recruitment agency where I'm onboarding my colleagues. So I tweak the program based on what works, based on what doesn't work. I drop some of the modules or worksheets. I introduce new ones if I see that the previous cohort was not really up to my expectations. So I'm using them as these guinea pigs. Number 5, I have created 30 video courses and recorded over 400 videos, case studies. You can see probably 200 of them on YouTube, and a lot more content inside the members area. And number 6, I'm really passionate about upskilling others, which is really the base. So if you look at all these 6 or probably 7, 7th even, gosh, that now even I'm surprised. Number 7, international exposure. And this is important because I'm not just doing local recruitment for a few companies in one country or one region, even United States would be a region. It's a huge region, but still one region. But we have clients, and I'm working with these clients directly. So we have clients from the United States, from the UK, from European Union countries, from Singapore, Thailand, and from these countries we have both clients and recruiters. So I have a unique chance to observe what works and what doesn't work in different countries. And now when I'm just looking at this, I'm wondering like how many people really are out there who have this strong experience with IT, people who have been recruiting internationally, people who have created valuable materials, courses, mind maps. Our mind maps are the best selling materials, and are even excited about teaching the strategies to others. So not that many people, and I'm organizing this program, so you have a unique chance to join it, learn how to do it properly, and then go out there and make a lot of money as a recruiter, because there is an abundance of opportunities out there. There are so many companies looking for IT professionals. They cannot do it, so they try to get recruiters, but those recruiters cannot do it because they don't know how to do it, because they cannot analyze job requirements, they cannot ask good questions hiring managers, they cannot source candidates, they cannot make those candidates excited, they cannot match them with the right opportunities. So it's just a huge mess. So I'll be really, really happy if you will be one of them who will do it better. And the second question from Stephanie was, for how long have you been doing IT recruitment? How long have you been in tech recruiting? And just coming back to the previous slide, I just highlighted these two sentences. 6 years as the CTO when I was hiring and recruiting myself, and then 3 years for international clients. So probably in total, like 9 years, 10 years. How many students have gone through your course? That's a great question, Stephanie. Over 100,000 people watched my videos on YouTube. Over 20,000 people subscribed to my email list, and they either downloaded ebook or signed up for a webinar or watched a free course or mini course. Over 10,000 recruiters have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Over 4,000 IT specialists downloaded the mind maps. Over 1,000 recruiters joined webinars. Over 500 recruiters purchased pre-recorded video courses. And over 100 recruiters joined the live program, like Stephanie, who asked this question since 2019. So every 2 or 3 months, I organize this program for a group of 20 recruiters, and I could do it for a larger group, but that's not the purpose. Like I organize webinars for 50 or 100 people, but there we cannot really interact, and I like to make this more engaging. So that's why the limit is 20. As soon as we sell 20 tickets, then we close the registrations. And every time since 2019, we have sold out of this program. So for the program, the purpose is not to have thousands of people to go through it, but rather, go deeper and have valuable interactions with 20 people every 2 or 3 months. So this hopefully answers your question. And with that, I would really like to just mention that we specialize in tech, in IT positions. You can see those videos on YouTube, as I mentioned. Some of those videos have tens of thousands of views. Some of the most popular videos are the IT recruitment class, evaluate your IT recruitment skills, essential IT terminology, programming languages and frameworks, who is a database developer, why not to become an IT recruiter, technical stacks, etc., etc. I also have a podcast on IT recruitment. You can just go to techrecruitmentpodcast.com and subscribe. I have about 50 colleagues, IT recruitment associates and employees who work with us at Geek Recruiters, so I know firsthand what works and what doesn't. I organize sourcing webinars for our colleagues, for these recruitment associates, for my colleagues in the recruitment department. So every week there is another position that we go through. So yeah, like really quick, and I'll introduce myself. So I'll keep it short. I've been 17 years in IT, co-founded 3 companies, grew one of them to $70 million in annual revenues. So I know a thing or two about IT, but it's not about the depth of knowledge in IT, because we don't need to code in Python to recruit Python developers, but rather about the scope. And for that, I would just encourage you to join the program so you can also widen your reach and scope. So a lot of people who went through the program are very happy and satisfied. You can watch the videos on the website of them talking about the program. You can read testimonials such as this one from Svetlana. I would definitely recommend this course to any recruiter who would like to shift to IT recruitment field, or any other tech person who would like to start IT recruiting. Okay, another one from Mirna. The mind maps are the best thing of all and very useful. Oh, actually, she also wrote something about the program. A great program where you can quickly and easily learn a lot about recruitment. A great program where you can... What? That's the same. Rick also wrote, after going through the 2 weeks of tech recruitment program, I gained much knowledge in the IT world. This program has provided solid foundation to learn further, gain confidence. I mean, like, I could just keep going. Like, there are hundreds of messages, emails, and probably 120 testimonials on Trustpilot that you can go through. Thank you, it was tremendous experience. And you can see, Petio, for example, wrote, it's such an amazing experience, the fact that you have the chance to get to people who have gained deep knowledge and skills, and they are open to give it to the ones who want to improve themselves. Like, I'm just so grateful for all these reviews. Or Luisa wrote, extremely valuable training. This learning platform is user-friendly, training materials are detailed and clear. Michael has a talent for explaining technical stuff in a clear and comprehensible way. And lots of people comment during webinars and meetings. They send me emails, so I'll not, go through all of them. Of course, that's not the point. But I just want to show you that I haven't started with this on Monday, but this is a thing that has been recurring every 2 or 3 months. The feedback has been great, overwhelmingly positive. Mihail wrote, the full option of VIP ticket is super beneficial, materials, the weekly catch-up meetings, other benefits. So yeah, just make sure that you don't miss out on this opportunity, because recruiters from other great companies already went through this training, from Accenture, from Manpower, from SAP, Experis, Vitower Staffing, companies from the Asian region, India, Philippines, Thailand as well. From Europe, of course, most of our students are from Europe, but also from the United States, from Canada. So you can check our reviews on Trustpilot if you'd like. Just go to trustpilot.com/review/geekrecruiter. That was our previous brand, and we haven't still changed this URL, which every time I look at it, I'm like, we should change it. But we have some other priorities. I mean, I would rather create some new mind map than spend 10 minutes changing some URL on the platform. So I just keep it as it is and rather focus on something else. So anyway, I hope you have an idea of where this program can get you in 3-4 weeks. Just join our academy, join the program. I'll be super happy to get to know you in person. I mean, when I say in person, I mean on Zoom. So yeah, and we can take it from there. So just go to techrecruitmentprogram.com and get your ticket right now.